Hi, this is a session about a beautiful new sky, and we'll just see where it goes, really. This here is a sort of a book that I've made out of old pages that I've just added together and just sewn together. They're connected by elastic, and so I've deconstructed the book, and I've actually already prepared a bit of a background here, and on the background I'm just going to do some lines. Some lines and some designs. So this here is inspired by Rakefet, Hadar and the SoulPages process. I'm currently doing the training and with Rakefet online, and it's just been amazing. So this is a little bit of one of those processes. And also I'm always inspired by Vedic art as well. So there's always a bit of a thread there as well. If you're joining along, just put a colour. If you've got something that you're working on at the moment, just choose a colour, do some writing, choose a colour, and do some designs. So, probably can't see too much of that, but yeah, that's all right. And then I've done some writing on some paper, and I decided, they look like clouds. So I am just going to stick these clouds on. I'm a bit curious at the moment because apparently Pluto has moved into the sign of Aquarius, and that's happened just recently in the next few days, and sort of like a real opportunity, a big opportunity for humanity, if you like. And things can feel very upside down at the moment, and there's this real opportunity to let go of things that no longer serve. I think we've been coming to that place for quite some time, but definitely I feel doing creative processes during this time can be really, really helpful. So just know, there's a lot going on, as above, so below. I think Pluto is very much about what's going on underneath. I've just watched a bit of a journaling session with Celia Barnsby in I think it's Secret Garden. And she has a wonderful session regularly, bit of cosmic smash journaling. And so, it was very, very helpful to see what probably I've been feeling anyway, kind of thing. So, and I'm sure if you're sensitive and are in the creative space, you've probably been feeling things anyway. So it's a good question to have, what's going on underneath. And I actually had this because I'd done this one page, which is completely different, but I had to do this. I had this dolmen, which is like from the Baltics. They're like a stone structure where wise people would go into deep meditation to gift wisdom to the world, kind of thing. And there's a little doorway here, so that's kind of interesting. I totally unrelated, didn't realize that, but so that's just in my one there. So got that all there, and as you do, I've prepared some things earlier. Yeah, I did some meditation around dolmens quite a while ago, so I might actually put some some things to represent dolmens here. Quite enjoy that. Look at that, that's beautiful, isn't it? I think I might just create another bit of a doorway. Yeah, I'm quite. That statement keeps coming to me at the moment. That we're actually under a different sky. That it was just coming out of the blue. That that kind of sentence. That whenever we do this kind of work, there's a blessing that goes with it, and that we're actually under a different sky. It's kind of a beautiful idea, really. And that we can meet under a different sky. So yeah, there's this lovely sleeping person that's just here in a deep meditation. And yeah, a few years ago, as I said, I did quite a bit of work around the dolmens. And at the time I was working with mums, actually, mums with new babies. And I've read the Ringing Cedars of Siberia books, and that's where I came across or heard about dolmens. And yeah, the idea is that these wise beings gifted their wisdom to the world, and that it's accessible. And so I went into meditation with this. I know it was a bit abstract, but I was really wanting to help mums. I had some questions at the time, and so I tuned into the dolmens, where I knew there was somebody who'd done a lot with women and mothercraft, and I was given this image of a chrysanthemum. And so if ever I had wanted to make connection with, to ask a question, all I needed to do was to visualize a chrysanthemum. Well, I just have found on my desk an image of a chrysanthemum. So perhaps, this is something, there's a doorway here, to ask for that woman's wisdom, which is quite magical. This is just putting pieces down at the moment and just seeing. So I'm not quite sure. I think this is just small things today. I might just have that on top too. This was a bit of a journaling book that I just love the imagery, and I'm very grateful. But I also transform it as well. So and then I'm going to have a little tortoise over there. So obviously, and then we'll just do some colouring or bringing out the colours. This is beautiful paper, by the way, these, and so they'll pick up the paint in a really interesting way. So we'll just do some quick bit of painting here. I've just realised you can probably hear the washing machine going full tilt in the background. But anyway, so I am going to just put some more blue on these clouds here. This is just really a bit of a starting place. Often when I do this work, I'll come back to it later when things have dried down. But just for the process, I think it's always interesting for to see. I'm just going to try and see if I can get that shine to come off of there. I've got a new light. that my lovely son Jordan gave me for Christmas. So I'm just learning how to make the most of it. Just don't mind me. That's pretty good. Right, so then what else have we got? I can see these chrysanthemums being a beautiful orangey colour, so which will be quite striking, I think. And I've got these two little frogs that have arrived too, which is interesting. Now I don't actually have orange on my palette here, so I'm just going to make up a bit of an orange. These are just watercolours. Yeah, there's a strong feeling at the moment too, and I mean we've all had it for quite some time, but just to go in and have another look, what don't I need anymore? And actually that happened to us because I've just ended up coming in, shifting out of one creative space and into a new creative space, which has been really invigorating and quite exciting. Just it's a lot more light coming in and cooler, and just a bit more space. So yeah, it's a bit of a gift really. But yeah, maybe there's something like that on offer in your life as well, and it's kind of nice to just reflect on that. I don't know, sometimes these things feel like they're all a bit of a puzzle, don't they? And it's like a bit of a dominoes effect at the moment. Yeah, it all depends on other things, I think the saying was getting all your ducks in a row. I've heard somebody say that to me. So this is inspired by a dear friend, and yeah, we just caught up and we're talking about how things are perhaps we're under a different sky at the moment, and there's some real blessings in there, and there's also a little bit of prepping to do for that. And so yeah, it's always good to have a little bit to catch up with friends and to share. So this is just the basis, as I said, and I need some darker colour. So yeah, with this one I did start with one colour and then just black and white, but you can do whatever works for you in this. Sometimes it's kind of nice to limit your palette. It sort of take the worries away if you're only just using one or two colours. It's kind of full on sometimes when you've got all the colours. I know Rakefet Hadar has this beautiful thing that she says, colours are full of magic, and they really are. When you mix two colours together, suddenly you've got something new and something different. So, I've found that using these reconstructed books, which would only have gone into the landfill, sadly, suddenly there's sometimes these striking words that will pop out, or suddenly there's an image there that really wants to be re-seen, if you like. So, and you can't always plan that, So just for the moment, I'm probably going to leave that there. This, as I said, this will be something that I come back to, and see if I can get this, the final picture up on Instagram. But this is just really like the beginnings, the workings of it. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed just seeing how this process can unfold. I think I'll just do one last little bit of something just to make this. And yeah, then it's always good to do a little bit more journaling around this all as well. So, and sort of, there's a really nice question, you know, sort of what else now? What else do I need to know? What's some of the what's some of the deeper questions that are coming up? And you know, I love this idea of using a dolman, and so this needs to be a bit of working on as well. There's obviously something there because it's kept on coming up today. I've mentioned it a couple of times, and it's been a few years since I've been thinking about that. So there's obviously some deep medicine that's available there. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and yeah, we'll catch up another time. Bye.